A few of you guys have mentioned that you're having trouble finding the antique at the General Shrine for the 100% exploration. And that's actually a pretty good reason for why many people haven't found this. To complete the antique in the General Shrine, there's actually two things we need to do. Basically, we need to read a document called the Lianyang's Final Words. Only after we have read that specific document in the quest items, we'll be able to find the antique in the chest right near the end of the underground dungeon here at the General Shrine. Specifically, it's going to be the chest right at the end just after we climb up the ladder. If you have no idea what we're talking about or where any of these things are, don't worry, we're going to be going in depth, step by step in this video. The order also doesn't matter, so you can open the chest first and then go and read the document, or you can read the document first and then open the chest. Both ways are valid. So the first thing we need to do is find the document called Lianyang's Final Words. While the reason it's quite confusing is because this document isn't actually found in the General Shrine. It can be found by going down here to the Northern Vow Ruins, and then you'll start this mini side quest by speaking with the NPC outside the main gate. Then you go inside the main gate and defeat all of the enemies inside the courtyard, including a mini-boss.
Are you after the treasures of the North?
So once you have defeated all of the enemies in this courtyard, there are two torches we need to turn on. The first one is going to be the one we can see at the far end here, just straight opposite from the main gate we just entered from. And the other one is going to be over here on the east side of the courtyard where we defeated the mini-boss. If you haven't actually messed with any of the torches in this courtyard previous to this, that's all you need to do. Just turn on these two torches and then open the chest, and you'll be able to open up the floor to get to the lower level. But just in case you have been tinkering with the torches and maybe you've messed up the puzzle, just note that the four only torches that need to be turned on are the two we just showed you and the two on the top of the towers on the opposite side of the courtyard. Those are the only four torches that need to be turned on. If done correctly, then when you open the chest, you'll get this cutscene showing that you can open up the floor by simply doing a jump and then L3 to pound down on the floor. This will open up the entrance to the lower level. Once you get down here, simply interact with the main quest marker here and investigate, and you'll get a new pose. Continue through to the next room where you'll see a big statue. Use the new pose you just acquired on the statue to spin it around. Inside this room, you'll see a bunch of buttons on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side. Again, if you haven't yet touched this puzzle, it's very easy. All you need to do is on the right-hand side, just press the two buttons we're showing you here in the video. And on the left-hand side wall, all we need to do is touch the button at the far left side. Just in case you have been messing with the puzzle and you've screwed up the buttons a bit, I will be panning over both walls so you can see what the final result should look like, so you can reset it and just make it look the same as the wall here in the video. Once we have pressed the necessary buttons, the doorway ahead should open, allowing us to proceed through to the next room. In this next room, we'll see a waterfall. Go behind the waterfall to find another lever. Activate this lever to open the final door. Go through this final door and you'll be in the room where there's a big chest, and inside that chest you can find the Touch of Death Mystic Skill. But most importantly, just to the left of that chest is where we're going to find the Lianyang's Final Words document we need to read to get the antique for the General Shrine Zone. So once you picked it up, simply go into your items in your bag, go into your quest items, and then read it, archive it, whatever it's called in this game. Now that we have read and archived the Lianyang's Final Words document, it's time to head to the General Shrine. From the entrance to the General Shrine, simply do the down smash with L3 to break the floor panel here on the left of the shrine. This will lead to the underground area of the shrine. You have to defeat a few enemies here and solve a couple of very simple puzzles, but eventually as you advance through this dungeon, you'll get to the end where there'll be a ladder, and at the top of that ladder, just before connecting back to the main shrine, there'll be a chest. Once you open up this chest at the top of the ladder and you have read Lianyang's Final Words, you'll get the antique complete for the General Shrine. Again, like we mentioned at the start, if you have already opened up the chest before reading the document, it doesn't matter. If you go and then read the document, it'll also count. So that is it, guys. That is how you can get the antique for the General Shrine in Where Winds Meet. I hope you did find this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up button, subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.